Hey, here's this weekend's yard sale shopping. Well, it's Saturday. I haven't looked on Sunday yet, but I grabbed some stuff, and it was our town-wide yard sale. So here's the haul from today. And the first thing I grabbed was about 7:30 this morning. There was that back rack and this piece down here, and that piece right there. That goes into a trailer hitch and then stands up, and then the T goes on the top. So if you want to haul stuff, it'll come up here on the back of your truck, or I think you might be able to put it straight out and be able to haul long pieces off the back of your vehicle too. So those are good. Those are 40 bucks for the pair, and I'm going to try to get the back rack on my truck because the back of my truck takes a beating. You see the scratches in the back window there or not. But from hauling stuff in and out of the tractor, in and out of the truck, you can see even how the back of the bed is bent against my my cab, and just from everything hitting the front of it. So that will kind of help stiffen up and support that back wall and shape my window. These may have to go though. I had another yard sale. I found this Trek mountain bike, and it's very clean. It's almost spotless. And okay, it was just stored in someone's garage, and that was 20 bucks. And there was a pair of leather gloves that was hanging out with it for 3 bucks. I got them to throw the gloves in with the bike for 20 bucks, or I got the bike for 17, however you want to go and look at it. And then there was a box of horseshoes. They wanted a buck a piece for them. I just paid 10 bucks for the box. I thought they were really kind of cool looking. I've been doing a bunch of scrap art that I haven't been showing, but I do like these. So they're kind of different looking. I'm not quite sure. They're for maybe a mule or something like that. They're kind of different from regular horseshoes though. And what else we got? Still new in the box. It's never been opened yet. Is a propane gas gauge, and on my camper you can't lift the tanks up to feel how much weight is in them. They're kind of covered in one of those things, so I figured I could put that on there. I can actually kind of tell what I got right away with looking at it without trying to figure it out by lifting it rather. Then this jack looked really cool and heavy, and I figured that'd be good for my motorcycle lift, my Airtable for working on. I have a real light one, but if you go to sit on it, it'll just collapse the jack. Not meant for any kind of heavy-duty things. But this one does look like it is. Look like you can almost lift a car with that sucker. So I kind of like that. That was, I think I paid 5 bucks for that. I'm not quite sure what that is though. And grabbed the Variac. And we'll see if this will speed up and slow down like drills and whatnot, AC motors. I think it will. We'll see how that works out though. That may or may not work for me. That was a couple of dollars for that. I grabbed a flask just to put in the stash for the bike builds. It's glass on the bottom end. That'll just go in the hoard for assembling different bikes over the winter time. And then I grabbed this guy. Just still new in the box. It's just an angle grinder. Milwaukee angle grinder. It's never been used. So that would be a good score. One that I use for my grinding wheels, it's got a lock on it. When you push the lock and you go to back the discs off, it is slipping. So you got to get in there with wrenches and try to hold it and all. So that one is on its way out, and I know it is. So now I already have a spare for it. And they're asking 35, and I paid 29 for it. But they're about 75 bucks new. So I figure for being brand new, it should not be an issue. So that's what we got on today's haul. Not bad, especially if we can get the rack set up. I may modify the rack. I want to make it so my truck still gets in the garage. So I'm going to set it on there, see how tall it is. If it's too tall or too short, I may just cut it probably right above that top bar there, and I'll make it so that I can sleeve it internally, and I could raise it or lower it and then put a pin in it at different heights. So when I want to use it, I can, and when I don't, I could take it off, you know. And again, protect my back window and all still. So stay tuned. We'll see if we can kind of get that on the back of the truck and see how it does. Alright, so I took that guy and I adjusted the gears on it, kind of gave it a once over really quick, about 5-10 minutes. And I stuck it out there for $80. Let's see what happens. It's a Trek, so it's a decent bike, so it probably should sell. And then I got that that Variac hooked up in here, and it's on, I believe. I think it's on, and so that should be really good. I don't want to go too. That's cool. It'll run any AC motor I could slow down. So if I want to run like the lathe and I want to try to vary the speed on that, now I have the capacity to do so just by varying it. It kind of cuts into the horsepower of it too, but if you want to run it slower, it should work out well. It's also good for like buffers and stuff too, you know, for a grinder that you turn into a buffer. So that's that guy, and it works. So that was $5 well spent. Somebody was asking about the Rat Rod Quad, and yes, I still have it, and right now just charging the battery up a little bit and fired it up. I'm gonna run it a little bit, make it do its work, but yeah, she's still kicking pretty good. Stays outside all the time, so the weather adds to its patina. Other than that, it's doing good.